Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for a postcard of the week. We have been working today, practicing for Kyle Joliffe's meeting with us on the 5th of April. And just in our conversation back and forth, we learned that he is doing an article that will be published in postcardhistory.net on the 27th of March. And so, talking about this, we just thought it would be fun to maybe have Kyle highlight one of the cards or tell us a little bit about it. And then we can all look forward to reading the published article in postcardhistory.net on March 27th. So let's take a look at this card, and I'll turn it over to Kyle Joliffe from Toronto, Canada, to tell us about it. Thanks, Kyle.
Oh, thanks very much, Hal. I came across postcards of this little odd street in Quebec City, and I got quite fascinated about it. So I've written an article for Postcard History. It's going to appear on March 27th. And I'm showing one of the cards from that article. It's by Raphael Tuck and Sons. It's of Sous le Cap, basically translated as under the mountain. And the back of the Tuck card says, Quebec is noted for its quaint old streets. Sous le Cap is one of many which remind one of the narrow medieval streets which still survive in many European towns. It's not quite the same today, but back then it charmed tourists because it was very narrow, had a sense of old Quebec and with carriages, and children would be wandering around, and puddles of water and noisy dogs and some cats scurrying around, and rubbish and clothes hanging down over the street, watch to dry, and the overhead passageways between the buildings on one side and the other. So it's just one of many charming streets which remind us of a bygone era in Canada, in particular Quebec City, which dates from 1608. It's the first French city founded in Canada. So I'll just read you a couple captions from some other postcards besides this one that people wrote. Second oldest and narrowest street in Quebec, can almost touch walls with arms outstretched. Just room for carriage to, I guess, scrape through. Another one says, you ought to see this place. No wide streets like it. Every street here is very narrow and dirty. The postcard caption on the back and these other postcard messages show that it really was something that people found unique and worth visiting and commenting on. And postcards are all about communicating our special impressions of a place and telling people back home just what it's like there. So thanks very much, Hal.
You bet. Thank you, Kyle. It's just social history, just all wrapped up. And it's
Oh,
amazing.
exactly.
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 Sure, sure. So thanks for being here, and thanks for getting this little tidbit ahead of time. And we'll look forward to reading more about it in detail at postcardhistory.net on the 27th of March. Thanks again. Bye bye.
My pleasure, Hal.